Hello, my mathematicians! This is Miss Foster with 3rd grade Math in Focus, Chapter 10, and it's a combined lesson today on how to add and subtract money, but also decimals. Now we'll be looking at a question that we've explored all year in a slightly different form, and I bet you're going to recognize it. It goes like this. If we understand place value, and if decimals are part of our base 10 number system, do we already know how to add and subtract money? I think you do. Let me convince you. So first of all, you need to understand that decimals are a part of our base 10 number system. But they're different from single ones and tens and hundreds and single thousands because these places all house digits that are about whole numbers. And in this case, whole dollars, or 10 whole dollars, or 100 whole dollars, or 1,000 whole dollars. When we get into money and into decimals, they happen to the right of the decimal place. And so there's the decimal point, and here you might notice we finally have the word and. I've been telling you not to use it all year because this is where it goes. We use the and to separate the whole numbers over here from the pieces and parts over here. In our money system, the unit, the whole number that we work with, are dollars. But in our history, we've needed to be able to break dollars down into smaller parts. And so the first place to the right of the decimal place is the tenths place. I've written 1/10 here for you so that you see the fraction version, but I'm going to put a D here to remind you that this is where whole dimes would go. And then we have another place to the right of that. Oh, you get tenths by dividing one single dollar into 10 dimes. And you get hundredths or pennies, so let me write that P right there for pennies, just an abbreviation. There are 100 pennies in a dollar, 100 cents. So this is the hundredths place, and all of the things here are 1/100th of a whole dollar. Now, if you looked at our Finding the Better Deal challenge, you probably noticed that at gas stations, they often have a thousandths place right there. And when we're using decimals, we can just keep going. This is the thousandths place, but I put it in gray because we don't usually use it with our money system because a penny is our smallest value of currency. Now, just like in our whole number base 10 number system, every time we go one place to the right, we divide by 10. So if you have one dime, and you divided it into 10 parts, you will have 10 pennies. And just like in our base 10 number system, every time we go one place to the left, we multiply by 10. So it will take 10 pennies to make a dime and 10 dimes to make a dollar. So let's see how that looks when we write amounts of money using our number system. For $15 and 42 cents, that is that beautiful and, we're going to use that as our decimal point. So here we go. Well, I've got 15, one $10 bill, and perhaps a $5 bill or 5 single dollar bills, but there's my 15, just like we would write it. Here's the decimal point separating the whole dollars from the pieces and parts, $15 and 42 cents. How about $380.07? Let's see. Well, here's my 3 in the hundreds place, my 8 in the tens place. I don't have any single dollars, so there's that handy zero just hanging out there saving me because I need to have a single ones place. Then there's my decimal point, and I don't have any dimes here, do I? No, I only have 7 pennies. And so I have to put that 0 because if I put the 7 right here, it would mean that I had 7 dimes or 7/10ths of a dollar, and I don't. 7 pennies are 7/100ths of a dollar. So I need to get that 7 into the hundredths place, and our hero 0 is helping us out. We love you, 0. All right. How about an even bigger number, $9,804.80? Well, there's the 9 in the single thousands place. There's the $804, and that handy 0 is helping us by keeping our tens place empty and still existing. Here's our decimal point for the and then I've written the number 80. Because pennies are part of our money system, we will always have a 0 in the hundredths place, even if we don't technically need it for working with decimals. We'll get into that a little bit later. If we were just talking about measurement, like 9,804 meters and 80 centimeters. We would put the 0 there, but we could also just leave the 8 there and say 8/10 of a whole meter. We'll get into that a little bit later when we play with metric some more. I do love metric though. So let's go on a pretend shopping trip, and let's pretend we have a pad of paper with us. And let's say you're wanting to buy an MP3 player and a package of batteries at this fabulous store that has these weekend special prices. Now, Safe, in order to use your name here, I just want you to know that in my imagination, this MP3 player is the top of the line Apple version, and it's at this amazing price. I don't know what that is. You do. Thanks for coming with me on this imaginary journey. So if Safe is buying an MP3 player, that's $85.40, and he's buying some batteries, which is $3.85, how much will he spend? Well, if I see this kind of problem here, I think, ooh, that's just too much for me to handle mentally. And a lot of the time that's true. So we can use our stacking method to add this using place value. And here is the part that you absolutely have to remember, and I'm so excited about it. To get the place value to all go in the right place, you gotta line up the decimals. Yes, you do. Just get them in a line. Because what they do is they line up all the places of value. If you write your numbers neatly, here's my $85.40 plus my $3.85. You line up those decimals, you are good to go. And then it is not at all hard for me to grab my pen and say, well, 0 plus 5 is 5. Again, we're still starting in the least place of value because we might have to regroup. And I think we're going to have to do it here. 8 plus 4 is 12. So that's 2 dimes. And those 10, the 10 and 12, well, 10 dimes make $1. So I'm going to regroup it just like I would with any other addition problem and stick my new whole dollar in with the other whole dollars. 1 plus 5 is 6, and 6 plus 3 is 9, and 8 plus nothing is 8. So we know now that Safe has to spend $89.25 to get the MP3 player and the batteries. But Safe he's going to pay with cash today, and he's living large. He's got this beautiful new $100 bill with all this fancy new technology that keeps it from being counterfeited. Well done, Safe, for getting that excellent money. How much change will he get back? Now, once again, you could write it this way, and this is how you usually will with money, adding in the decimal point and the 2 zeros, even though technically they don't exist in this number. But so this is a way to write it that's just completely fine. But it will really help us to subtract money if we have our tenths and our hundredths there to line up. So let's see how I would use our stacking strategy to get there. Well, just like before, I am going to, get ready for it, line up the decimals. Just get them in line every time. And that, of course, knocks everything into their correct place of value. So let's try adding this one up. Well, actually, we're subtracting it. I apologize. Now, once again, just in case I might have to regroup, I'm going to start in my lowest place of value. In this case, it's my hundredths place. And I have 0 minus 5. Can I do that in positive numbers? No. Remember, in subtraction, it matters what order we go in. So I'm going to have to get some pennies. Where can I get pennies? From the dimes. Do I have any dimes? No. Where can I get dimes? From the single dollars. Do I have any? No. Where can I get single dollars? From the $10 place. Do I have any? No. So here's a little review on regrouping across zeros, because this can get super tricky. I'm going to take the $100 bill. Bye-bye, Mr. Ben Franklin. And I'm going to trade him in for 10 $10 bills. I'm going to take away one of those $10 bills, leaving 9, and trade them in for 10 single dollar bills, $1 bills. But now I'm going to take away one of those $1 bills, leaving 9, and make change with it. I'm going to get 10 dimes. Then I'm going to take away one of those dimes, leaving 9 dimes, and change that 1 dime into pennies, giving me 10 pennies. And just a word of caution. At this point, the mistake many kids do is they're like, I've been crossing out and making 9s, crossing out and making 9s, crossing out and making 9s. You guys, you got to do it with meaning. Like to cross this out and make a 9. Oh no, stop the madness. We don't need to do that. Ah, thank goodness for the back button. Whew. That got dangerous for a minute there. Now, 10 pennies minus 5 pennies is 5 single pennies. 9 dimes minus 2 dimes is 7 dimes. I'm going to get that decimal point in there. You have to write it in to separate your cents from your whole dollars. 9 minus 9 single dollars would be 0 single dollars, and 9 minus 8 $10 bills would be one $10 bill. And so the change that Safe should expect are $10.75. See, I think you already know how to do this. You just got to remember to line up the decimals. And remember, that will get everything in the correct place of value. And don't forget to completely rejoice over we finally get to use the word and. It separates the whole numbers from the pieces and parts. Now, to practice this in your workbooks, I would like you to do pages 5 and 6, that's addition. Page 5, they already line it up for you. It's going to be super fast. But on page 6, you have to line it up. And then I'd like you to go ahead and do pages 11 and 12, same thing, but subtraction. On page 11, they already lined it all up for you. On page 12, you have to do it yourself. Grade your work using the master I sent to your parents in their email. If you get one wrong, grade it, figure out your mistake, and learn. And like last time, if you get lost or stuck, rewatch this video or email me. I would love to chat with you over email and try to help you figure it out. If you feel like you need more practice, don't go past page 12, but anything that you haven't done, right back to page 1, go right ahead and do all of that if you want to. But remember to be careful of those micro steps. You know how Math in Focus is. Don't let them trip you up. My blessings, I love playing math with you so much, and I love playing decimal math, and yay, we got to do place value. I just love place value. Thank you for playing math with me. I had so much fun playing math with you. And bye-bye for now.